Hello, hello. How are we all? So it's been a while since I've been on here. Lots has happened to me. Had an operation on my foot. Currently recovering from that, so that's why I'm at home in the middle of the day, and that is why I haven't been on here so much. However, what I have been doing is lots of practice behind the scenes with my foot raised up. So for those of you who are new here or watching this, basically I've been trying to speedrun Elden Ring in under an hour. And my idea was to split it into 3 20-minute sections to practice to get to a point where I can put a full run together and try and get under an hour. And all my streams up to this point that you can see on the VODs have been the first 20-minute section, which ends at the end of the Draconic Tree Sentinel. However, I've been practicing the second 20-minute section, which realistically the first 20 minutes is just set up anyway. The only boss you kill is this Tree Sentinel, and then section 2 is when you start killing the bosses. So I end that just before the fire giant fight. So I have been practicing section 2. Haven't done a time yet, so I've not got a personal best time saved on my live split. And I've just about started practicing section 3. So today's stream, I've actually installed a fresh save of Elden Ring. I've down patched because I was playing on the current patch, and I've done a bit of research, and I don't think the current patch is the way to go. For the challenge, there's a few things that make it a bit more difficult. So I've down patched to a new version of Elden Ring. That's why there's only new game option here. And we are going to attempt a fairly casual speed run, hopefully to the end of section 2, which in theory should take 40 minutes, but it won't, because I'm not good enough yet. And then we might start with some practice of section 3, but we'll see how far we get, because I'll probably stop for lunch in about an hour, and then I might come back on after that. So that's going to be the stream. Hopefully it's a bit smoother than my other videos, but anyway, let's get into it. I don't know if my alerts or my chat is working, by the way, guys, so I promise you I'm not being rude if I don't speak to you, because I might not know you there. Still learning this whole streaming game. Cool. Let's have a go. We've already got a problem, because this bad boy, how do I do it? So basically, there you go, game time. Right, start again. Just dusting off the cobwebs, team. I'll get there. Like I say, it's been a while since I've streamed, so there might be a few little things like that. Right, let's have another go. Weather's getting better, isn't it? It's actually a bit bright in here. I'm going to stop again. Oh God. I promise we'll get better in a second. Right, hold on. Reset that. So, first and foremost, I changed that, but what I need to change is this. Alright, okay. Right. I'm going to blame the fact that we're on a new patch. And it's some of the menu inside different, yeah? That's my excuse anyway. This is the thing, we haven't even got out of the game yet. Imagine when I actually get into the game. Also, just full disclosure, I've got Cheat Engine set up, and what that is for is because basically some of the bosses, if you don't do it first time, you can't then do it, if that makes sense, because you might use up a resource, like you have to use blood grease, and if you use up your blood grease and you fail the attempts, then you don't have enough for the rest of the run. So I've got Cheat Engine just to speed things up so I can add myself in some more blood grease. Similarly, like if you lose your runes, you might need those runes for leveling up later in the run, so I can give in myself some runes, and I'm also going to stop and do some backup save files because this is a fresh save. I haven't done any runs yet. I need to stop and back up the save file at the end of the first section. So that means if I want to just practice section 2, I can just start from there without having to do all of section 1. And again, I'll do the same thing when we get to the end of section 2, if we get that far. But the way it's going, it doesn't even look like it. But anyway, enough waffle. Let my skills do the talking, eh? Yeah. Again, I'm gonna try and do well, but I'm not gonna stress if it doesn't go too well this one, because it's a fairly casual run. I'm basically relying on it's a practice run, so that because it's a new save file, we're just casually gonna hopefully try. We're gonna try and get good time, but we're not gonna reset if we don't do well, for example. To close the curtain behind me. Hold on one sec. It's too bright. Sorry about that. I promise you, it might not look like it, but I'm actually quite good at this game. I mean, I'm not as good as, like, the pros. But I'm slightly above casual level, I would say, now. My auto split's not working, is it? Alright, let's quit. Why is that auto splitter not working? Let's try something else. Annoying. Basically, I changed my auto split because I download these splits from a different website, right? And this one is fine all up to the end of the tree sentinel. Look, you can see these are my PB times. But basically, it goes wrong around here because the run that I'm doing is slightly different than... It's basically slightly different than the... what am I trying to say? Slightly different from this run. Whatever this run was from, they made all the splits like mine starts to get different. So it starts to mess up around here. So basically, that's why there's no splits after here. Anyway, we'll use this one for now. I'll have to fix that later. It's way too boring to try and do on stream for you. Oh, God. Right, we're getting there. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I'm just building up the tension, building up the suspense. At least you'll see some, at least in the early game, you'll see whether I'm tracking well or not. It's actually really interesting how much the different patches change the play of this. So for example, on the current patch, it sounds so stupid, doesn't really matter, but the way you jump off this ledge is a lot further up. And I get that split a lot quicker. See, look, it's 3 seconds down because of the load times, which is actually crazy. 3 seconds slower just because of load times. But trust me, 3 seconds ain't going to make a difference. That was 1.2 seconds faster though, so hopefully the different slight idiosyncrasies will balance out there or thereabouts. Did not get the bow cancel there. And I got a little baby jump.
But I can also let you know then why I am Khan.
Baby jump. Casual. Smooth and casual. See, now I'm 3 seconds up. Just wait wild.
They sir, but I can play turning root to aid you. You need O to the foot. Then it summon me. Ah, I bequeath. Use it will summon torrent has treat him with.
That was bad. Don't tell anyone. Really dark, man. Does anyone else find Elden Ring is just so dark? Better not get killed by them. I hate them rats, man. I still haven't figured out a consistent way to not get hit by them. Same with these shrimps that are coming up now. I actually don't know what to do with these shrimps. Shrimply, shrimply lovely. Quit out too soon. My bad. Yeah, if you quit out too soon, it won't register the press on the grace. Which is not good. Okay, hell. This bit is going to be the death of me, man. This Celia skip. Not too bad. It's actually not bad, that. I guess technically that's first time Celius kit. Which I clearly didn't get on that run.
To determine if you had, it seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering plate. Very well, let my hand.
Yeah, so in section 2, some of the bosses, like, it's honestly the scripting, or you try and make the fight scripted, i.e. try and make them the same every time. It's so difficult. And if you die once, you basically have to reset the run, so. Which is an absolute nightmare. So Radahn, for example, I still haven't figured out a way to get it consistent. And I would say I get it 50% of the time, which when you think that's one boss in an entire run of, like, you know, 16 mandatory bosses or whatever, 50% is not going to cut it for the challenge. That was absolutely dog shit. So basically with that, you've got to try and quit out or map out what, like, fast travel before you go into combat. And I literally just, I've never managed to do it. I think I'm too old. I just don't have the reaction times. It's nice seeing all these greens though, innit? Obviously I had a bad run the last time I tried to do this. Well, that was bad as well. Nothing's going well, is it? That's a bit of new route in there, that'll save us some time. Yeah, so I've been watching a lot as well while I've been recovering, and I've been there's some slight difference in routing. Not massive, but you know, 5-10 seconds here or there. So I used to pick up a rune there, which I don't pick up anymore, which saves probably 5 seconds, but also used to then pop the rune here, and that would again probably save me another 5 seconds. So there you go. World record incoming. See, look, well, golden, 4 seconds, and that's with the save, which is a bit annoying. It's not brilliant, but... Oh, that was annoying as well. Oh my god. You know, I said I'm like going to keep it casual, and then I'm like getting really stressed out by tiny little inconveniences.
Welcome. Well, are you please? I'm hungry.
What's he doing on that rock? Get out of my way. Ah, see what I mean? So many little things in speedrunning that just never happen and then happen. Well, I mean, that's never happened before. God. Don't know what's happening here. So the aim is to try and get the tree sentinel as close to 20 minutes as possible, basically. I've actually done it in 2140, despite what that says, but I lost that save. So 2140 is my real PB for Tree Sentinel. There's always these little squirrels in the way on this bit. And they're really hard to see. There he is, look. There, another one. Another one. Fucking squirrels! So funny, right? I was spending like so many streams practicing this setup section. Resetting when I've got 3 seconds, like, because I decided to split the run into these 3 sections, yeah. And then since this last week, I've been practicing section 2 when it's like you actually start fighting bosses. I'm like, why was I wasting so much time on practicing running around? Well, you could literally lose like minutes on a boss. This is a long split, this one. Always stresses me out. It's nearly 4 minutes. Because you don't know whether you're doing well or not doing well. Seconds, eh? Still not getting gold splits though, which is funny. So like I say, I'm going to pause after I finish this section, whatever the time is, because I need to back up the save file. And I might have a wee whilst I'm there, do you know what I mean? And then you'll be able to get to see me doing section 2, which is never before seen on stream, eh? How exciting. I had a bug the other day. I was playing this and the bug, the dung beetle was not invisible. It's well weird. Also, so not stopping at that merchant is another little time save that I've discovered. Because basically, used to buy a bow and a rune arc, and basically a composite bow, because the bow that you start with is slower. So when you get to the Godskin duo fight, you need to use sleep arrows to put them asleep. And the bow's draw's not fast enough. But there's a route later on. Basically, the reason the really good world record speedrunners buy the bow there is because they do this skip in Leyendell, which is ridiculously hard. They like jump over this broken bridge, and I cannot do it. And I'm not going to practice it. So I go a different route, and on the other route you literally go past another fast draw bow, the black bow, so I can just pick that up, which means I save time at that merchant, so which is actually pretty decent. That's why it's gold. Saving nearly 9 seconds just because I'm not stopping at that merchant. So this won't be too bad of a time. Now the key is, will I get the Draco Tree Sentinel on the first go? And it's not likely, if I'm honest, because I find it quite difficult, and I haven't practiced it for ages. But you know, we're going to try. There's also a little bit of parkour before the Tree Sentinel, which At one stage I found really quite easy, but the last few times I've tried it, I've absolutely fucked it up, so we might not get that. I can't wait to get to a point where I'm just doing runs. Do you know what I mean? Where I've practiced it enough that like I can do all the fights fairly consistently. I've just got to put it all together in one big run. I can't wait to get to that point, because then I can just come on stream, run or two, go from there. I also can't wait to get my first full run, like even if it's like an hour and a half, you know, to actually complete one and be like, right, bang, there it is, there's a run on the table. Now the world records runners, they are at the Sentinel about now. So I'm still miles off, and the world record time is about 56 minutes, I think. So I've only got 4 minutes. If I'm going to do this challenge and do it under an hour, I've got basically 4 minutes to play with, and I'm already losing like 2 minutes in this first section, so... Okay, well, we got the parkour first time. You get to see my concentration face there. This will be, if I get the Sentinel first time, this will be a PB. Big if though. Here we go. Everybody stay fucking calm! Woo! I bet there's nobody here. Sweet. Alright, nice. I'm going to pause for a sec because I need to make that backup save file. I'm going to go through here, I'm going to order some food, and then we'll crack on. Bear with. See you in a bit. So now the run gets a bit interesting because I've backed up my save and we are, for the first time ever, venturing into section number 2. 1-8 personal best 118. Interesting. Sorry, I was just reading my live split because I don't really understand what that PB at the bottom is. It basically, I think it's saying that my best I could possibly hope for is 1 hour 18, which it's a lot of time to find. But anyway, right, let's get into it. I've just ordered food, by the way, so if I have to run away, it's because I've ordered food. It's here. That's piss poor menuing. Right, boss number 1. Wish me luck. Woo! That's a bit close. Closer than I would have liked.
Well, I presume. Oh, I am an old so here, perhaps.
The menuing's a bit different on this patch. That's a bit weird. Okay. That's not gone well, has it? Dying already on boss number 2. Like I say, we're not going to reset, we're just going to keep going. More like it. Should have done that first time. No, it's Radar next, so this could go anyway. This could literally go any which way. Look, that 30 seconds down because of that death. And this is another thing, so this is where the cheat engine might have to come in, because if I die to Radahn, basically I have to use a blood grease on him. And that then means we don't have enough grease for the rest of the run. Well, we can die once. wish me luck, because also I've never done it on this patch, so there might be some differences. And there is, I think, I might be wrong, but I think there's an RNG element to it as well. Okay, that's good. That's not. Oh my goodness. Well, we got the good RNG at least. Right, we won't use cheat engine just yet, because let's wait till we actually run out of grease. My God, I'm faffing about here. Bad RNG. Yeah, fucked already. Normally I'd reset there because you need to basically get in one cycle, but I'm going to just keep going and hopefully finish him off. Just for the sake of the run.
I see it now. How could this? Was my whole existence
Oof. Every single boss as well, there's no gimmies. Like Margit is in theory the easiest, but there's still a couple of RNG issues where he can run away from you. And then Godric 50-50, I'd say. In fact, most of them are now 50-50. Even getting up this hill is 50-50. You know what I think we're going to have to do here, team? I think we're going to have to reset from the start of section 2, which is a bit annoying because I don't think I can... Yeah, hold on. We'll have to restart because... Let me see how this works, if I can undo split. Okay. Thing is, it doesn't undo the time, does it? So it's kind of not even any point. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've gone back to there, and that's not gone backwards. Anyway, it doesn't matter too much. Well, I guess it's still the full run, isn't it? Huh? Hold on. Sorry, team. I might have effed up here. I have as well. Right, team, well, that's alright. What that means is, ironically, after all that, we're going to have to do another run. So, my food's nearly here, so what I'll do is I'll end the stream there. And then I'll have some food, and then we'll carry on after lunch, and we'll start all over again. That's a shame as well, because that was a good PB for that first section. But hey ho. Anyway, right, thanks for joining if you joined, and I'll catch you